Can you believe the incredible impact that the meteoric rise of Shohei Ohtani has had on the game of baseball? Shohei Ohtani has made a name for himself throughout every league and team that he's played for. But the story of Ohtani goes much deeper than that. He's not only a great baseball player, but a great personality and a great ambassador for sports everywhere. Let's take a deep dive through the history of Shohei Ohtani and the impact he's had on the game of baseball as a whole. Born on July 5th, 1994, in Mizusawa, Japan, this baseball player was destined for greatness from day one. His mother, Kayoko, a national level badminton player, and his father, Tōru, was an amateur baseball player in the Japanese Industrial League. They instilled in him a love for sports and competition. Even his older brother played amateur baseball, making it a true family affair in the world of sports. From a young age, Ohtani's exceptional abilities were evident. By seventh grade, he was already dominating regional championships. Instead of building his abilities and going to powerhouse teams in bigger cities, Ohtani decided to stay local, something that's very different compared to that of U.S. athletes, where we see kids who get to middle school and high school and go all over the country to play sports. Ohtani stayed local. In high school, under the guidance of his coach, Hiroshi Sasaki, Ohtani not only honed his baseball skills, but competed as a swimmer, showcasing his exceptional athletic ability. Sasaki was aiming to instill humility and even assigned Ohtani to clean toilets. In 2012, his prowess on the mound was undeniable when he threw a 99-mile-per-hour fastball, setting a Japanese high school record at the time. His performance in the 2012 18U Baseball World Championship further solidified himself as a top prospect not only in Japan, but around the world. All of this meant he was on the top target list for major league teams around the world, and Ohtani even decided he would go test the majors right out of high school. Teams like the Yankees, Red Sox, and Rangers all had interest in bringing Ohtani in. Even though there were rumors swirling that Ohtani would go to the big leagues, the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters were undeterred and drafted him first overall in the 2012 MPB draft. This was a surprising turn of events, and Ohtani would agree to sign with the Fighters, with the understanding that he would spend a few years in Japan before the potential move to the MLB. This was a decision made between Ohtani and the team. A key factor in his decision was the Fighters' willingness to let him pursue his dream to be a two-way player, which many major league teams, including the Los Angeles Dodgers, who were most interested in signing Ohtani and went through great leaps and bounds to try to get him to join the Dodgers organization, were unsure about him being a two-way player, thinking it would not be necessary and that he should focus on one side or the other. In his Japanese rookie season, Ohtani would make his debut in right field. He quickly earned himself an all-star selection and showcased his versatility, playing both the outfield and pitching. He finished with a 3-0 record on the mound and batted .238. He achieved several historic feats during the season and was the second MPB rookie drafted out of high school to be used as both a pitcher and position player, and the first since the 1963 season to bat in the heart of the lineup. During his rookie season, one of the biggest challenges he had to overcome were injuries. Not having played seasons with such intensity before, Ohtani did have several injuries throughout the season and would only finish a distant second place for Rookie of the Year voting. Ohtani was very modest during his time with them as well, and he would live in the team dormitories, allowing his parents to manage his finances to ensure his financial well-being. In 2014, Ohtani fully embraced the two-way player role. As a hitter, he batted .274 with 10 home runs, and as a pitcher, he went 11-4 with a stellar 2.61 ERA. This was setting the scenes for the potential aspect of him coming to the major leagues after his development in Japan. Everybody was catching the eye of Shohei Ohtani, and he wanted to come overseas. His final season in MPB would be in 2017, and he would be hampered by an ankle injury that was sustained during the 2016 Japan series. Despite only playing 65 games, he would still hit .332 with 8 home runs and would have a 3.2 ERA on the mound. In September, he announced his intention to be posted to the MLB for the 2018 season. However, he would go through ankle surgery in October. In November 2017, MLB and MPB would reach an agreement for the posting of Shohei Ohtani. He ultimately would sign with the Los Angeles Angels for a $2.3 million bonus. His initial reception in America was a media frenzy. Japanese media coming overseas to see him, as well as the U.S. media wanting a piece of the two-way player. The Japanese media has always loved when Japanese players have come overseas, most famously players like Ichiro and Hideo Nomo, bringing more and more attention. And many of you who grew up in the mid-2000s may remember when Dice K came over and the attention was palpable. One of the big things that stood out during his spring training time was the criticism, though. From the U.S. media, many baseball experts said Ohtani wouldn't be able to do it. He wouldn't be able to be a two-way player. He would either go become a pitcher or stay as a hitter. But Ohtani wanted to prove them all wrong. During opening day, he would play as a designated hitter, and he would record a single on his first at-bat. His pitching debut followed shortly after that, and he would earn his first MLB win. He would showcase his ability to not only pitch for power, but also hit for power during his rookie season. He would become the first Angels rookie to homer in 3 consecutive games, and he would even take a perfect game into the 7th inning. Despite an elbow injury that would sideline him for a significant period, Ohtani returned to contribute even more as a player. He finished his rookie season with a .285 batting average, 22 home runs, and 61 RBIs, along with a 4-2 record. Many people thought, though, that the injury bug would continue to be what pulled Ohtani down. Once again, his season was sidelined by injuries, and the media would cover this. Even though he would join Babe Ruth as the only MLB player to have at least 10 pitching appearances and 20 home runs in a season, he was deservedly named Rookie of the Year. And even though all of this happened, he would undergo Tommy John surgery that would end his season. 2019 would be seen more as a recovery year for Ohtani, and 2020 would be the COVID-shortened season, impacting his career even further. But despite all of this, Ohtani wanted to be prepared. He wanted to build himself into a better baseball player who could handle a full season, as this has been one of the biggest criticisms of him. Even though he had won Rookie of the Year in the AL, even things like his memorabilia were starting to drop in the 2019 and 2020 season as people were unsure of where his future would lie. But he would change all of that in 2021. Ohtani became a completely new player, and the Angels fully embraced him. They would remove all restrictions on his playing time, allowing him to fully embrace the two-way role. Some could argue this was the moment that changed Shohei Ohtani forever in the United States as a baseball player. This would lead him to his first MVP, and he would continue his dominance for the Angels for the years following. He'd become a key aspect of not only Angels baseball, but of Major League Baseball and as an ambassador for the game. He would win 2 MVP awards while wearing an Angels uniform and have 3 All-Star appearances. Though he would have incredible success during his time with the Angels, he would also have injuries. He once again had to go under the knife for his pitching arm, once again sidelining him on the mound. But all of this led to his humongous contract that he would sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and it would be worth every penny for the Dodgers. They would sign him to a 10-year, $700 million contract, and it would be the largest contract in professional sports history. Even though he'd be unable to pitch, they would still see the value in what he could bring to the table. Ohtani would not only win another MVP award for the Dodgers in 2024, but he would also lead them to another World Series championship, and in 2025, he's still leading them. Ohtani has completely changed the game of baseball. He's brought in younger fans and more attention to the game. What are your thoughts on Shohei Ohtani? Is he the greatest of all time? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.